Hey, happy Wednesday. Slightly early start today. Hope you can hear me. This is I double checked the sound, but it never hurts. Anybody could let me know if it sounds muffled or non-existent. We're at the Block. This is where the Macy's was, the last department store in downtown. It is closed. Also, Joey DTLA, which we see all the time and have never been to. I figured we'd tool around down here a little bit. It's really, 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 really beautiful today.
That's why I treat her the way. That's what we have to do. Where it's supposed to
Hey, AW, I could not find the chat. Sorry. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful day downtown. I think we are looking at probably 70s or so. 76. A happy Tuesday. I figured we'd stroll around, go to a couple food trucks, get something to eat. Almost was kind of worried that I wouldn't have enough cash. I lost my debit card last week. Well, I didn't lose it, I canceled it. So it seemed like, hey, I need to get cash out before I came down. Maybe donut for dessert. I'm definitely going in that area. We're probably going to get some food truck food. But I figured I would stroll around downtown for a little bit because it is incredibly beautiful out today. Hey, walking in LA, let me know about the sound. I did our little test and I think it worked out. We're at Flower and Wilshire Boulevard. Great, thank you for letting me know. You know, it's the bane of my existence, really. The sound. Now I can focus on something else. I adjusted the receiver, I think to -6. And the microphone I upped to, I don't know, +12. But I was trying it yesterday. You heard me saying stupid things with the microphone and passing it around my head. Anyway, how's everybody today? I hope it is beautiful where you are also. I figured we would kind of tool around down Broadway a little bit and in that general vicinity and then head over to like Angel's Flight. Ride it up because I have a $1 bill if it's not too busy. And then there's some food trucks up at the top of Bunker Hill for the office people that we walked by before, and I really, really wanted to try something there. I can't remember what it was. Hey Christian, thank you for the encouragement and kind words. Let me take this second to beg you guys, if you're brand new here and not subscribed, please subscribe. I really, really, really appreciate that support. We've been working on memberships for a little while, but it didn't seem like memberships were going to happen on YouTube for some reason. So I started some preliminary work for Patreon, and it looks like after messaging YouTube yesterday, they told me I'd have to wait until I had enough whatever, which I already made, but they're like, I don't know, you'll have to wait a while, and then they turned it on this morning, which was lovely. Somehow the structure is already set up, and I'm going to cross this anyway. Structure is already set up, so I'm going to probably launch that in April. I'm not sure which food truck. I hope that the Verde food truck is up there. There are usually 2 or 3 food trucks up there for the office workers and lunch crew. So my key here is to find something to eat that I can carry back to a park that I can sit outside and eat, and we have a nice view. So I don't really want any soupy stuff, so maybe no ramen today. Also, it's kind of hot for ramen. I'm hoping for some tacos or a sandwich, or maybe even teriyaki truck. Wouldn't mind. I just needed to be food and family friendly. But we'll discuss before we buy. I also don't want to order more food than I can eat, because I did not bring a Ziploc bag for Joe. The food trucks are kind of at the top of that hill, but we're going to take a roundabout way there so we can enjoy some of this beautiful day. So when we get to the food trucks, there are usually 3 or 4. Watch there be 1 today. I'll call them out. We can decide which one sounds the most interesting and then go pick some food. I only don't want to eat noodles or something soupy. Not that I don't love noodles or something soupy, but it's 70 something degrees. So we're coming up on Olive, heading towards Broadway. This is our beautiful Central Park, aka Pershing Square. This looks like something we're gonna have to try. Aunt Eleanor's sandwich shop. Maybe not today, I mean it's not open, but looks like something we're gonna have to try. I took a little drive this morning. My car is so incredibly dirty from not being washed for 3 or 4 weeks. I know bad, but I don't drive it that much. And last week when it rained, I thought, I just need to take it for a drive through the rain. The rain made it look mottled. Like it didn't really wash the dirt off, it just made it look like kind of mottled. That's the only word I have. Dustier. I thought about washing it this morning. But it seems like a waste of water. But I will wash it before the end of the month. Maybe once a month is okay. So we're gonna walk over through Pershing Square. I think we've walked through here a couple times before. The ice skating rink is here in the winter time. It is the ugliest design of a park in the world, I think. It is Scream 70s, and I think that's when it was remodeled. In the 50s it was remodeled, and then maybe again in the 70s. So this was our little Central Park at one time. It's beautiful. It's really cool to see old pictures of it. from the 30s or 40s. Got a little playground in the sun. Some modern sculpture. There's not a shady spot in sight here. Over to the left, the Biltmore Hotel. I think we're stepping on the ice skating rink right now. Me too. Whenever I need help at home, that's what I sing. Sometimes I feel... They've got a pet care area here too. Some little statuaries. You think General Pershing is here? Sorry. No General Pershing. Also, just our sons and daughters of Los Angeles, and I think we're gonna walk out of this park now. Fun! Alright, I'm glad we sat here. Sorry for screaming. There's the fabulous Hotel Clark over there. Hey, Lady Sky. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for chatting and subscribing. Nice to see you here. We are walking downtown. No, but I've seen little David Miscavige in the wild, actually. AKA TC. I'd like to see Shelley in the wild, is what I would like to see. So we're on Hill and 5th Street. I'm gonna try, it's so warm, I'm gonna try to stay on this side, but get to the shade. This is the train station I should have got off, but I got off at 7. No, it's, well, we just walked through a different park, Pershing Square. There's also like Lafayette Park, but we're in deep in downtown LA, so I'm going to eat on Bunker Hill. There's a sort of like office plaza that has a lot of outdoor seating and holds concerts. I'm going to eat there. It's not a real park. I haven't been to MacArthur Park, Manny, in, I don't know, I would say probably 10 years. But downtown park, I mean, MacArthur Park is just at the end of, here we are on Broadway, just at the end of, or at the beginning of DTLA. So we'll do a nice little loop through the Broadway Historic District, as we often do. And then take a walk up Bunker Hill and snag some victuals. I feel like this line of stores looks probably exactly the same as it has for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, since the 70s. Here's Donut Friend. We're really gonna try Donut Friend sometime. It is historic. You can kind of see me in the reflection of the jewelry store. I thought I was wearing a smart outfit today. It's just slightly hot enough. I was gonna wear a t-shirt, but I feel like t-shirts sometimes are too heavy, so I wore a button-up, really thin Oxford shirt. Really thin though, and I'm still roasting. I should have worn a tank top. I don't think my arms are summer ready yet. Here's Donut Friend. So next week for our Wednesday food, I really enjoy having Joe come with me. So I think that we're gonna do it later in the Wednesday so that Joe and I can go out to eat together. So I hope you don't mind, but maybe it'll be a dinner one. This week I've had jury duty. I know, I'm sorry, Joe. I feel bad leaving you home alone with the dogs. This week I've had jury duty, so it's been kind of tricky. I have to call in every night between 7 o'clock, maybe, and 7 a.m. the next morning to find out if I have to show up. I've got a hat on and 110 sunblock for sure. We don't have enough trees in LA for sure. Here's one though. So I didn't put this up till this morning when I found out that I didn't have jury duty. Actually, I found out last night. And then my last day to call in is for Friday, which we're gonna do a spooky live stream that I've been working on for about 2 weeks. And if I have jury duty on Friday, which I don't think I will, I just tripped on a motherfucking scooter. Sorry for my language. Okay, anyway. Oh, did you have to go in yesterday? I had to call in and they didn't need me. I have to call in tonight. I just literally smashed my shin on a scooter. That's why I swore. I apologize. I'll go back and edit that out later. I have such thin skin on my, yeah, right? Yeah, I'm fine. It's not like when I walked into a coffee table in the middle of a dance floor at a dark nightclub and cut my shin to the bone. I don't think I have any damage. It feels just a little hurt. Also, this is a pretty wide sidewalk. I don't know why they couldn't have parked it, like, maybe not in the middle of it. Oh my god, did you have to serve as a juror? I have had to serve as a juror once also. I'm gonna look at my shin to see if I'm... Nope, I didn't cut the skin. There's a huge dent. I'll live. I have a problem with bumping into things with my shin, as you know, Joe. I can't have a coffee table that's really low because I'll walk into it constantly. In fact, we have no coffee table. to have a table at work, a coffee table at work that was like a root. And whenever I would walk too fast through the room that it was in, I would like literally whack my leg on it. Me too. I do love a coffee table, but I have to admit that I end up crapping them up. I would like to have a room like in that white room in the Space Odyssey, except maybe a little less like rococo and ornate looking. And lit from below, I would imagine it would be really easy to keep the floor clean, on account of the fact that you would be horrified for a dust bunny in the corner of a light up floor. So I'm not sure which food truck I'm going to go to, actually. They're just the ones at the top of Bunker Hill. I might have a weak connection, so bear with. My leg totally doesn't hurt anymore. I'm not talking, but I'll start talking. We're low for, we were in a weak area for a minute. Usually food trucks mean carne asada or tacos to me, but they had a couple of different food trucks in this area last time. So I might step out of the taco mold and think outside of the bell. I eat carne asada tacos all the time. I wonder what that helicopter's after. Once a week, sometimes twice a week. Like Soho 50 years ago. There's a joke I tell on here, sometimes it is not mine, it's John Mulvaney's, I think, and he said, LA is where New York went to DIE in the 70s, and it's kind of looks that way, which is what I love about it. I kind of dug New York in the 70s and 80s. Dancing girls. I haven't had the shawarma truck. We love shawarma though. That's definitely a possibility if that truck is there. I feel like there was a hibachi truck there also. I just want to make sure it's something I'm not going to spill on myself. Hold by for a little action. I absolutely love this building. The Eastern Department Store, or Eastern Building now. you're interested in weird old stuff, it's not haunted, but it's kind of interesting to see what it was like when it was built. And it's really a miracle it's still here. I feel like there's a real time period where LA did not have a lot of reverence for its past, or it didn't give itself enough credit for its influence on the world in the United States, and just tore stuff down. I mean, I don't think every single little tiny thing needs to be preserved either. Sometimes there are gross stuff, like termites. This was a hotel for a while, the Ace Hotel. I thought they had made it into like residences somehow. Really beautiful. And they had a room, or like a deck at the top. Only problem was they didn't have a pool. Like a wade pool, I think. I think it's easier to have urban decay here because the city is just so enormous. And so like little sections of it get loved up, and then they move on to another section, and that gets loved up, and the other section gets forgotten. I really am not articulating this the way I would love to, but I just like neighborhoods move, and there are too many neighborhoods to move to here. Well, not too many, just enough. And then I think another thing too is some of these buildings are just seismically wrong or off because of the subway or earthquakes. I mean, these are I almost said couple hundred years old. These buildings are like, some of them are at least 100 years old. There's our haunted skyscraper over there. We're gonna take a left here and start walking back towards our, let's hope this one doesn't hit me in the knee or shin. Elliot. It's Elliot. I thought Elliot was gonna push this person off the sidewalk. I should get my hair cut again. Look, it's a Waymo. Guess what? We took a second Waymo on St. Patrick's Day. We were asking about Waymo prices. It was cheap. I can't remember, Joe. Did you look up an Uber first, or did we just go straight for Waymo? I think it was like $12 to go to the Grove. But we had to walk a couple blocks because it doesn't come to our neighborhood. A public toilet. Actually, it was really clean and had a nice, pleasant scent to it. I feel like you would be really stupid to do anything in there because it's totally camera'd out. I have to say, I didn't feel completely unsafe. I felt pretty good being in it. They should have called the service Kevorkian. That would have been great. We sat in the back seat, which probably made it a little better. So it was like we had a really tiny, invisible, quiet Uber driver that didn't stink. Not that Uber drivers smell. They don't. I salute anybody that drives people around. I tried it one summer. A couple summers ago, I had quit my job because my boss was an hole, and there was a new service called Sidecar, and you could deliver food or you could drive people. And stupidly, because I had a two-door car, I couldn't do Uber or Lyft. I could only do Sidecar. People act the fool after 1 o'clock in an Uber. Everyone acts like it's taxi cab confession. I mean, not me, of course. I'm gonna cross here. Little shadier. There's Lala's. Really great fries, by the way, and Argentinian food. Doesn't look very open though. You're not a class trader. I mean, you're not very humanist doing that. Whoa, it smells really beefy and good over here somehow. We're on Main Street. We're coming up parallel to Broadway, so we're behind some of the buildings. We just walked by the Orpheum Theater. There's the back of the sign. And then, remember the dancing girls? That's right here. And it is now a Blue Bottle Coffee, I believe, or a coffee. An uppity coffee shop. A Verve coffee. Well, looks like they're finally going to open up that building, Glory Burger. It's kind of a weird name or theme. There's no more glorious burger than a fat burger, in my opinion, or more LA. So we're in the historic bank district. That, look, is the historic bank right over there. I said we were on Main. We're not. I think, but we're gonna cross over to Main. I feel like the bummer is that we wiped out all these cab drivers with Ubers and Lyfts, and then we're gonna wipe all of those out with the Waymo. But I have to say, there ain't no way around the future. There's our buddy right there. Look everyone, a newsstand. Now we're on Main Street. There's the garment district. We went there the other day. If I miss saying hi to anybody, I see Allie's here. Hey, I can't really see the screen. I have it turned down to dark. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I really appreciate the support. So let me take a second to say, please like, subscribe, and if you subscribe, please chat. I'd love to hear from you. You know, Allie, I always think of you when I see a Kobe mural now. We saw one earlier. I don't think you were on yet, but it's that you've seen it before. I should start a Kobe mural Instagram and just take a picture of all of them throughout LA. So we're coming up on the Cecil on the right. I know you guys love it. My first little podcast will be on the Cecil. So it was one of the things I was doing for the Patreon, which I'm now going to just shuttle into memberships, was some like deep dives on certain things on walks that we go to. So I've been working on those for a little bit, and I'm really excited to be able to offer memberships. I put up a couple polls. If you guys want to respond to them, I would love that.
Have a good one, man.
It's for Ped Xers. Oof. It is getting a little hot in here. Sorry. I see a lot of pizza places. I also feel like it's too warm for pizza. Oopsies. I'm surprised they have such nice trees down here. Whenever they planted most of these trees, they definitely planted the wrong kind. So you can see this sidewalk is probably 1924, or most of it. And these trees just did crazy, crazy roots. It's my mostly side job, but it's kind of a labor of love, so it's easy to do, to squeeze this in. I mean, it's really has not been a paying job, but a labor of love, I would say. But I have, made a little money from ads. I'd like to not have as many ads, that's for sure. Maybe full time. I kind of I do dedicate a lot of time, even though most of these are just like live where I walk around. I do put a lot of thought into the Friday walks though, and a lot of like research, writing kind of stuff. And I don't even use that script really because I'm just looking at it for my notes. So those are the scripts that I've turned into, or turning into podcasts, or not podcasts, but different type of videos. Different type of videos. I'm so stupid. Different type of content. That's we want to say. Woo! 100 rooms there. I love when you can see the old painted on signs from the olden days. Oh, we see the courthouse up ahead, which is really awesome. Hopefully won't be there tomorrow. Or maybe I'm wrong and it's not really up ahead. I don't have the noise suppression off. Noise cancellation. Why do we use the suppression word? Let me know if I need to turn it on at any point. I'm always looking for advice on the sound. So Hotel Rosslyn with its fireproof rooms. And its sister, the $1 Million Hotel. $1 Million Hotel is not related to the $1 Million Theater in any way, shape, or form. I think I might have mentioned that it was once before. My bad. But it's weird to have two $1 million things so close. Hey, Monica, happy Wednesday. Happy New Year. We are on Main Street, downtown LA. We're just heading over to the food hall. We're gonna take the Angels flight up Bunker Hill and then go to a food truck and grab some food. We haven't decided which truck or what, but we're working on it. Yes, if I probably would have gone to my original stupid jury duty, I could have been on that jury. But all I ever get are sushi cases. No celebrities. I really love to build hotels like in those three sort of towers. I don't get how that's efficient. I've thought about that. Yeah, nobody pays attention to those Google ads. And they're kind of annoying. I think once I do this, I'm probably just going to take them out of the middle roll for these live streams and just keep them in the 4K videos. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I would just like to figure out a way to be able to do more of this and not go broke. I'm not going broke right now, I'm just saying. I'm gonna take a left at the 4th Street Hotel Barclay. This guy was formerly the Van Nuys Hotel. They changed it for what reason, I forget. Yesterday, they did another star setting in Hollywood Boulevard, for Gal Gadot. I guess there was a protest. I felt guilty for not going, not to the protest, but I live so close. It might have been a better star setting than Mindy Kaling. I actually think I might like Mindy Kaling better than Gal Gadot. I never saw Wonder Woman. I think it's the memberships actually, and some merchandise to go full time. I think the merchandise though will be tricky. I don't want to have some just crappy stuff, you know. Does anybody need another coffee mug? I don't. But what I do need is a lightweight jacket that folds up into a pocket that I can take with me. Or maybe a t-shirt that says Walking in LA, because I always need another t-shirt. There's City Hall up ahead. And so there were two protests at star setting, as I like to call it. Pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian, sorry. So maybe I thought I would get like whatever you call them, notices about the like star settings, as I'm calling them nonstop now, because I signed up for that, but I didn't get the one on Gal Gadot. Again, it wasn't really that fun to go to, so I don't think I would go again unless one of you guys wanted me to, or it was somebody I really loved. We're gonna dip left up here. We're trying to get a little closer to Bunker Hill. I have to take my dogs to get their shots tomorrow. Downtown, actually. I'm not going to take the subway. I only remember that because of the animal hospital right here. So I found a place in Los Angeles that doesn't charge an arm and a leg for shots. I have two dogs that need their shots. So I'm gonna pack the pups up and take them down tomorrow and maybe wash my car afterwards. Also work on my next podcast thingy, and also Friday's script. Finish that up. Well, what I did was I asked, I just asked ChatGPT actually to search for places I could get my shots at in Los Angeles that didn't charge an arm and a leg, and it provided me a list of places that do shots. Oh, we have a filming up here. Hey DC, happy Wednesday. Something's going on. Looks like something's going on at the Bradbury. This would be the best place to film because you can walk across the street to Grand Central Market and get some food. I'm looking for my plug, sorry. Oh, that might be my plug. I can only plug one thing in at a time. That's alright. We got it. We got this. Swell. Alright. Woo! Alright, we're gonna walk through here. Maybe we'll come back down and get a donut afterwards. But we're not gonna get anything from here to eat. It's just worth going through. I have my dollar ready for the Angels flight. That's my dog chew toy impression. Uh-oh. It's really crowded for a Wednesday. I have to tell you just one thing, I'm not getting paid for this, but the Hohen M7 gimbal has been a life changer for these live streams, just in terms of the control, and there's Nona's empanadas. We've gone there before. In terms of the control and battery life, it's kind of amazing. Oh, I wonder if they have decaf coffee. I love buying coffee beans. So I'm probably gonna miss the first train, so we'll hang here for a second. But maybe I won't. But if I do, it's all good. I'm actually in the mood for an iced coffee today, believe it or not. So we could walk up the staircase to the left of that, but we could also not survive that. Look at, there's the Angels flight making its climb. If you have a train pass, you can tap it at the top for only 50 cents, which is pretty awesome. I cannot do that because My Apple Wallet is on my phone, and I'm not sophisticated enough to have switched it to my watch. So I'm gonna pay $1. But it's worth it for $1. This is almost as long as that light in Hollywood that we stand at sometimes. It goes slow. It's a funicular. It goes slow and it's kind of a little spooky in a way. I'm glad it's not any steeper or longer. Alright, we don't want to look there. It's super slow. We're gonna stay at the bottom. Hi.
Is it free?
You pay at the top.
Oh, you paid the top. Okay, got it. I've never been home.
This is the way people used to climb the hill in the olden days, because the electric trains couldn't go up, so they built this funicular train. It's not in its original spot either. So I think it's about 2 blocks or 1 block down its original location. I think you have to walk back down the stairs if you don't pay. This is my second time on this. I think the first time was live stream. What did they write? People are crappy. And that's why we have fences and can't have nice things, because people will write on the window. Alright, here we go. I have like the Doris Day spot. I think it's 105. I think this is 105 years old. Look at the fun person exercising in their park. That's it. It's a pretty short distance, actually. And it's kind of only symbolic because nobody lives up here really and needs to use this for commuting any longer. Taken my $1 out. Oh, you definitely should try it. Kids love it. And it's only 50 cents with your Metro card, or $1 without. And you can round trip it also. This is a scarier train than any other, I think. look, they've got some Legos of trains in there.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Have a good day. All right. So it takes you up here on that. And you end up with this really super duper view. So this is the park I'm going to eat in. I just want to find my way down toward the food trucks. So maybe I said park. Plaza is what I meant. Some shade. This is much busier than the last time we came here also. I don't think it's a holiday. I mean, this isn't really that busy, but... Thanks, Monica. I'm happy to show you guys around. The food trucks, I'm not gonna trip, are up here. Hopefully, or maybe they're not today. Oh. Yeah. It's usually a fairly empty place too, so it's great to come and sit down there. All right, here are our food trucks. Only 2 today, unless I go to the fruit truck. Our choices are Aguilar's Tacos or this one that doesn't look very open, the Tacos and Burritos place. So, no options, unless you just want me to get a fruit drink. So let's go to Aguilar's Tacos. Let's see the menu and we'll order. I kind of just want tacos though, now that we've talked about tacos. So, and there are no prices, which I cannot stand. I have no idea how much this costs, so I'm just gonna go with 2 tacos. And I'm gonna get carne asada tacos and a Diet Coke. guess what? They take American Express. I wouldn't have needed cash. It's not online. I'll just ask first. I'm always uncomfortable going a place that doesn't have a menu, but also, hey, how much are your tacos?
350.
Alright, can I get 2 asada tacos and a Diet Coke, please?
Or anything else?
No, that's all. How much?
Onions and cilantro.
How much?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Alright, and you got a Diet Coke too? Alright. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Not really so bad actually. We usually pay $2.50 for tacos, but we're downtown. I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, $3.50 per taco. But you know, it's location, location, location. And that's all that counts. Also, I want salsa. I hope he gives me salsa. At the taco truck that we usually go to, they have a whole kit outside and you just set yourself up with salsa and radish and limes. I miss anything for 99 cents, really. Even the McDonald's 99-cent cheeseburger, although I really don't eat at McDonald's too much. I agree about Eleanor's. I remember when the tacos were like $1 at the place, the taco stand near our house on Taco Tuesdays. I remember when a footlong was $5. Hey Dionisio, I have had Jolly Bean on my mind for the past like week actually. I really want a Jolly Bee chicken strips meal. I don't know why we never go to Jolly Bee. I've been a couple times solo, I think. First I just liked it for the bee. And then it's got really good French fries. I've only had the Juicy Yum burger, the chicken something joy, and French fries. I haven't had like a mango smoothie or with cheddar cheese cubes or spaghetti. But I would have a bite if somebody else ordered it. Spaghetti anyway. They didn't have a place for a tip. I think we're almost ready. Sorry, I know it's a boring look. Look, there's a museum. I love the Jolly Bee bee. It reminds me of the Bumblebee guy from The Simpsons somehow. I don't think they look anything at all alike, but it's a fun character. Bees don't get enough credit. Am I right? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Soda is open.
Oh, okay. That's pretty trusty. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my soda and not drop my camera. All right, thank you. It's me. I'm gonna eat tacos. I hope my nose hairs are all straightened out. I didn't dress for this today. Just kidding. Alright, so we want to dine in the no smoking area. But definitely under a tree. Yoink. Oh my god, the bee tree. We have a bee tree in our house, in our neighborhood. It's a tree that bees live in, and I also want to sit where I'm not going to be up somebody's craw. Oh. Ooh. I think this is craw free. I don't know if they're reserving that for their Pepsi, but we'll take this guy. All right, tacos, right? And a beautiful place to chill, and I didn't even need to buy any food from here. So, I was really afraid they were going to be crunchy tacos because they had those on the menu. Even better, 2 different salsas I'll show you. A red salsa, green salsa. I think I'm more a fan of the red salsa, or whichever one is spicy. 2 tacos beautifully wrapped up in cellophane paper. No lemons. I mean, no limes, but lemons. Those are pretty good on tacos. And a little smattering of chips. I think that's worth, what did I pay, $7? $9. I think he said it was 8 though, in Spanish, but I get confused after 7. I've only recently started using the lime and lemon on the tacos, or on meat like this in general. Joe does it all the time. I can't tell you how much it like brightens the food up without adding like salt. I'm gonna eat the chips first because they're in the way. Tastes homemade. Mmm. I got salsa roja. You know I like roja. The best thing about the taco trucks is this is stuff they make usually. Mmm. Oh. The red is really, really spicy. Really, really spicy. I love spicy. We didn't have lime, Joe. It's just lemon that we got. Green salsa is like a cactus, or a tomatillo salsa. I really like them both, actually. Mm-hmm. Picant. Let's try a taco. I don't know why I put that much on there. Sorry, I'm gonna bring this closer to me because. Oh. Your mouth watered when the bag flew across the floor. They have a kind of smoky taste to them that I'm not entirely used to. They are delicious. That's a homemade tortilla. It's really puffy and almost a little doughy. I love it. I'm gonna get around to making tortillas one day. I'm sorry, I keep moving it out of the screen. It is delicious. I was kind of like, 2 tacos felt small, but I think this is gonna be just perfect. Mmm. You can really, hey BD, we're having tacos from the taco truck. We're downtown in Bunker Hill. We took the Angel's Flight up here. I think we should take it back down. I don't want to walk down those stairs. Now I'm being attacked by bees. Which is a new thing for me. The beef is pretty tasty. I think when you're doing stuff like this, like it's really important that the beef is small, because you can't quite tell how great a cut it is or how bad a cut it is. I don't think it's bad, it's pretty tender. But I always use stew meat when I do a stir fry or make tacos like this. It's very messy when it's not sealed on all ends. But hey, that was really delicious. I was super duper hoping that the hibachi truck was going to be here. It was here last time, I think, and there's one in Hollywood. I really want to try that. I love hibachi a lot. Well, I am gonna. This is like the dirtiest Diet Coke ever, though. I'm not sure, but you know what? I also want to do a vegan restaurant, because I know that some of you guys are vegan and vegetarian, and there's no reason you need to eat meat all the time. So I have never tried sriracha soft serve, but you know what I really love, and I bet you I would love it. I love spicy honey, like super spicy honey on plain whole fat yogurt. So good. Let's take the stairs. I definitely could go down it again, but it might be more interesting if we take the stairs. Oh, that's why you said beehive. There's a beehive in the area. How fun. So this is all a park that you really can't access. Joe was the first one to start using honey on. We use it on pizza. We made burgers last night and used spicy honey on the burgers as well. We make chicken sandwiches all the time, and we use the spicy honey on that. So we'll walk around down the side of this and we'll watch it go down. Oh, Monica, it's really lovely. We go to Dave's Hot Chicken and they serve honey with their chicken sandwiches, which is not spicy, but I love honey that way too. Anything to add more sweetness into my life, I think. I've never tried honey and coffee. But I'm gonna have to give it a shot. Here we go. As one train goes down, the other one actually passes it. It almost feels like it's weights. Oh, we love it on pizza. Oof, that helicopter is still tooling around up there. I would really love a soft serve right now after that spicy taco that I inhaled. Don't worry, Joe. I got one. I put the other one in my fanny pack for you. I think all the beef has falled out. Oh, the ghetto birds. Sorry, I wanted to put my Diet Coke down. I'm going to see if I can't get a little charge going on. Hold, please. It would have to be in a brown bag, right? If it was a beer can. Make sure that I'm plugged in. That's the in. So where's my out? I'm gonna put on, I'll be right back. Ah. There we go. Hopefully I just turned the sound back on. There are a couple good places to get a gyro. I almost said gyro. We get them all the time at a place near our house, which is pretty delicious. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to plug in the power through the gimbal instead of the battery pack, because that's what screws up the microphone all the time. And I really felt like you didn't want to look at my belly button while I did that. Just thinking of you, but maybe you did. Did they have an ice cream place? I should not get ice cream. Let's walk through here anyway, down through another part. So maybe next Wednesday we'll come back here at night when Joe can come, or we'll get pizza at the wood fire truck. And we can get a donut for dessert. I could use a beer, but a Diet Coke is probably all I can do. That pizza place is not that expensive, I don't think. It's funny, we walked by those girls that were in front of us when we were in here the first time. Here's our favorite spot. No peach today. Right, so we got a tiger tail the other day and a coffee. I just want a plain donut if I was going to get one. Also, the people that are there seem very indecisive, so... I got a tiger tail, which is... I don't know what the filling was. It was almost like, Hey Margaret, there's Margaret. She's stopping to say hi. It was almost like a... It reminded me of a poppy seed filling, but it wasn't a poppy seed. This is a perfect day for a michelada. Ugh. Only the first 2 sips of the Diet Coke is good. After that it just tastes like battery acid. But those first 2 sips... amazing. Anyway. So the tacos were delish. I wouldn't mind finding a little dessert something somewhere. It's really weird about diet soda. The Diet Coke first 4 sips flavor is something I crave sometimes. We don't drink that much Diet Coke, but or soda in general. Drink a lot of carbonated water though. But sometimes I just crave that battery acid Diet Coke sip. When the Waymos were first here, they always had someone in the driver's seat. I thought they were Google cars at first. I'm gonna try to slip across here. I mean, what is that flavor, really? Chemical. I'm telling you, they're the wave of the future. Resistance is futile. Aspartame is something else too. Ooh, I really want some fingerless gloves, leather fingerless gloves. And Splenda is some kind of crazy chemical concoction also. Sciencey, molecule splitting, Monsanto sounding affair. Although I do love a little Splenda sometimes. We're gonna hit spring. We're gonna look for a dessert treat. I'm gonna try honey in my coffee tomorrow morning. Monica said she did that. I've never tried honey in coffee, but I'm always looking for a way to get a little sweetener into coffee without using sugar. I do believe this is the second time we've walked up this block. I will definitely let you know. I used to sometimes use agave as sugar. I would imagine it's probably similar. I love agave for some reason. Try the hot honey in full fat yogurt. No flavored yogurt, just full fat. Not even Greek, just regular old fashioned yogurt. Actually, sometimes I put a tiny bit of sugarless or sugar reduced preserves in it too, with the honey. Spicy honey. I can't remember why we bought a bottle of hot honey though, but we did. I make this like beef stir fry sometimes, where I coat the cheap pieces of beef, like the soup, I guess it's like stew meat. I coat it with a little cornstarch and cornmeal and flour, and then fry it. And then add a sauce and vegetables. Is pretty good. It really keeps the beef moist. I like shrimp flavored puffs for some reason, but I'm not a huge fan of like a synthetic fishy flavor like fish sauce, which isn't synthetic, but I really don't like too fishy of a flavor, if that makes any sense. Nothing is worse than dry meat, especially dry chicken. I have a really hard time perfecting beef cooking, actually. And I've been trying for years. It's either under or overdone. Much like myself. Back to Broadway. We're going right. I prefer like just the regular cheese puffs, to be honest with you, to like a fish one. Like they're not hot fries, but they're like that same brand. Maybe not. The farmer's market that we went to on St. Patrick's Day is like 4 miles from where we live. Like where we live in the Hollywood-ish area is kind of like 4 to 10 miles from everything. Like I think we're 4 miles from Union Station, or maybe 6 miles from Union Station. 11 miles from Venice Beach, although you would swear we lived in Nevada, or how long it takes to get there. Pasadena is like 11 miles away from us. That really only takes 20 minutes to get to. Right, Jesus. It's LA. Like if your friends live more than 5 miles away from you, you never see them. Or if you live on the other side of the hills and your friends live in the valley, it takes a lot of effort. The farmer's market is right next to the Grove. And that's actually Losangeles. I think I called it West Hollywood, but it's just kind of below West Hollywood or on the outskirts of it. And then the farmer's market that we went to on the Sunday, that's in actual Hollywood. But the place, when you come to visit, I would definitely not miss is the farmer's market. Between the two of those. The other one is great, but you're not going to bring produce home in your suitcase. Or maybe. But I also think we'll plan you a whole itinerary of things that you need to see when you come here. Can't misses. I took the whole 7-hour stream where we walked to Santa Monica and I sped it up so that it would come in under 30 seconds or under 60 seconds. So I'm going to create a short and put that, it's a deal, BD. I'm going to put that on my, I'm going to do a short today of the mega walk. I'm just boiled it down to, I think it was like 60 seconds. So we're here in the little courty area. We are just praying no one calls me tonight, or I don't have to show up here tomorrow. I'm going to plug you in. Give me one more, that's my wrinkly hand. I'm trying to just make sure that I plugged everything in because I'm at 25%. And it doesn't look like I'm charging. I just didn't have faith. So I'll take this moment to say, hey, please, like, subscribe, chat. Anyway, thanks for letting me check my sound. I probably wouldn't have gotten picked if I didn't get my hair cut for a jury. But now with this haircut, I look responsible. Or more responsible, slightly more responsible. So, I could be off by a block, but like the Angels flight used to be right here. Oh, hey, thanks, BD. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So the Angels flight we were just on used to take people up this hill. Yeah, I definitely want to take a second to thank you for super chats and super thanks. They really do all go back into making this channel a little more sexy and exciting. Maybe not sexy, but exciting. So really appreciate that. I did a week-long jury trial, probably 10 years ago. I haven't gotten picked since. I'm hoping that I actually really liked it. But that was when I had a job that drove me crazy, so to be out of work for 5 days and be able to go to work every day and leave by 5 was kind of a treat. So we're gonna walk up the hill that people used to take a train up, and my cabs are gonna thank me for it. Crazy thing about this area is this is Bunker Hill. This whole area was torn down, like considered a slum, and torn down, and then the land sat here forever doing nothing. Typical bureaucracy. I feel like if they haven't called me by today, I'm probably safe. Whew. All right. I should have done some calf stretches. Hey Manny, we were just over there, actually. We didn't quite get to SoFi Stadium, but we were definitely down in that general area. Now I can see why they would have wanted to take that train every day with their groceries. I think my BPM is 137. Kidding. We are like 70 something degrees. It is really beautiful. I think that should do it. 71, it really feels like it's about 75. 77. But my temperature majig says 71. Oh, you're in Hollywood, Joe. I'm in downtown LA. The valley always is a little extra. Hey, Ralph Rosa. That's awesome, BD. It's like summer now. I definitely could have worn shorts today. I'm regretting not having done it. It's always amazing to me that you can go to the valley, you can be in Hollywood and it's 90 degrees. You go to the valley and it's 100 degrees. You go to Pasadena and it's like Satan opened the oven. The microclimates are a real thing. And then you'll go to the beach and it'll be 67. So after they tore down all of the houses here, there's a really interesting picture of just the Dorothy, I'm pointing to it like you can see the Dorothy Chandler, you can see my finger, Dorothy Chandler pavilion right over there, a picture of just that sitting here all by itself with one building, kind of haunting. Did you see the witch's house? I'm gonna, so I've got a lot of stuff coming up to do for our walks and stuff. I'm probably gonna do a bunch of more polls, because just to see where we want to go first and next. I told you I wrote to a museum. They wrote me back actually yesterday. I contacted the wrong person, but they're going to put me in touch with the right people, so I'll be able to do this live stream from this really cool museum in Hollywood. And I wrote to another one this morning that I haven't heard back from yet. I definitely want to go to Pasadena. I definitely want to go to Catalina. Definitely want to go to Santa Barbara as well. But then there's still so much LA that we have not seen yet. So I'll be putting up a couple polls over the next few days so I can decide what we're gonna do in April. I think I have the rest of this month pretty much down. Down pat. We're gonna try it. We've never been to Catalina. And then I think one of our subscribers, Trisha, had suggested it and then sent a little donation, so we're going to use that to go to Catalina Island. But that I definitely need to do with Joe, so it's going to have to be on a weekend. Also logistically, like, dogs. 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 Okay, I know we did already walk by this area, but I love walking down this hill towards the Biltmore Hotel. So I mentioned this before, so if you've been on this walk with me before, sorry, this street is a double-decker. Underneath this street is another street that leads to like the bottom of these banks. And the new Weekend video, he drives down that in an ambulance. Kind of interesting. There's our food truck. I don't know. I've never been on a jet ski in my entire life. I have paddleboarded, and I have kayaked in the ocean, but I have never been on a jet ski. I will never. I hate heights so much. So here we are on Grand Avenue. Here's actually kind of what it used to look like. All wooden houses. We are gonna eventually do that, for sure. I think if I took my dogs on a live walk, it would probably need to be a shorter walk. And actually it would need to be a walk where we don't usually go, because one of my dogs is very stubborn, sweet dog, but really stubborn, and has routes that he wants to go on, and you cannot get him to stray from those. In the morning, when we walk, he will only go left. In the evening, or the afternoon, he will only go right. In the evening, he will only go straight. And if you try to make him veer from that, like you are dragging this cute little hunk of a dog, and you look like a dog abuser. So, he really leads it. But yeah, I tried to do a 4K video with these guys, walking them, and they're a little pulley, so I would need my mate with me. they're gonna get their shots on Thursday morning. I'm gonna get up early, come downtown at 9 o'clock. Double shots. I don't mind walking down this hill at all. I think it's more exciting on the other side of the street, though. And we're coming up on the Biltmore, and then we're gonna maybe walk towards Pershing one more time. I don't think I'm gonna live my dream of having ice cream on this walk today. I wouldn't mind staying in Biltmore either. I've never saw that sky space, but I remember hearing about it. Again, I don't think the Biltmore is crazy expensive. I mean, like Four Seasons expensive. One Wilshire Communications hub to Asia. And there's the Kobe mural alley that I thought of you earlier when we saw. I think we've seen this one before. Wasn't there something, is that the thing where the slide, you could like slide over like the city or something? Like there's a slide. Am I confusing it with New York? It was something I would never in a million years do. Walk out over heights on a clear glass platform or bridge or slide. That's why I wouldn't take a helicopter to Catalina either. So here's Pershing Square. I've never really approached it from this side. It doesn't look quite as, it still looks pretty horrible. Yeah, I would never get on that slide. I don't even want to ride like a gondolier ride. Joe and I went to the Orange County or the LA County, it was the LA County Fair, and they had like one of those gondolier rides over the park. And it was slow, and you could feel every bump every time it went over like the pole. And I was just like, if I made $15 an hour, would I really care about my job that much to make sure this thing didn't crash? I guess that's just me. I don't even like to be at the edge of a building with heights. Ask Joe. I won't let anybody stand near me. It really is a fear that is newer. I mean, I've always hated heights, but my total S-H-I-T, the bed sort of attitude with them. That's kind of newer. You know, what's that ride in Las Vegas where they kind of like shoot you out over the side of the building, the stratosphere? I almost rode that one time. But I don't think I would do that today. I'm really bad with imperial measurements, like feet. I have no idea like what 100 feet is visually. Inches I got, pounds I got. I can tell you how many nickels I have in my hand by the weight of them, but I can never gauge how many feet something is away. The stratosphere, yeah, scary stuff to me. So Pershing Square in the wintertime they have an ice skating rink here, and I think a lot of the stuff is left over from the ice skating rink, which ended in January, and they do concerts out here in the summertime. I think that my idea of a fun ride is like tilt-a-whirl. I can take some risks. I hate heights. But I've ridden like most of the rides at Six Flags. Like Tattoo and Labada Blue and Superman. Only once that Superman ride though, no way. I would never do anything that I was jumping on a bungee cord either. Sorry, I'm a real wet blanket. I can imagine. Like, I went to the Empire State Building when I was a kid a couple times. I would have a really hard time being up there as an adult. We also want to go to Las Vegas. I don't know about doing that for this because it's walking in LA, but we can do walking in LA and then in parentheses S space VEGAS. Kind of funny. Kidding. Really not that funny. You're a daredevil, Jesus. I find that winter in Chicago, like, is still not as cold as a 60-degree day in Los Angeles. I was trying to let that guy, he was trying to let me go. I really love vest there, kind of nice. Every time I've ever gone to Chicago, it snowed. I've never been there in the summertime, but the fall, winter, and spring. October, snow. I love Chicago though. My favorite part of Las Vegas is actually Old Town Las Vegas. Fremont Street. because like the way Las Vegas kind of used to be, but it's really transitioned away from that into something kind of near world class. And that's the perfect thing about Vegas, is that what happens there stays there. Right, Manny? Everything is kind of going that way. Over where the SoFi Stadium is, or the, not the SoFi Stadium, LA Live, it's all, looks Times Square over there. We don't have enough businesses, but there are a lot of LED screens. Chipotle looks like a bank. It's a classy Chipotle though. It looks like a bank. I'm walking in the bike lane. I should probably get out of that. Hold on. There we go. Anybody know what that is? That round thing up there? I've never noticed that before. The round thing on top of the rounded corner building. A restaurant? I also wouldn't want to be in one of those spinning restaurants at the top of anything, Space Needle or whatnot. It's definitely like got lights in the windows, like it is sort of a restaurant-y looking thing. It's our library, which you can't see because it's so bleached out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said, look, there's nothing. Here's more food trucks. Ooh. Alright, remember these. I knew there were food trucks over here. And a Jamaican food truck, too. It's like a double-decker. The Birria. I'm sorry, I didn't say it right. They should make double-deckers food trucks, and you could like walk upstairs and eat on the top of them. Maybe that's a really stupid idea because we're not responsible enough for things like that. Wait till somebody trashes the inside of a Waymo. Here's a Jollibee. This Taco Bell has security, and it's just crazy. He has like a gun, actually, the Taco Bell security guard here. drop your tacos. Right, we have one in downtown Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard. It really smells like Kentucky Fried Chicken down here though, and I don't know why. This is the second time I smelled it. Oh, Chick-fil-A is right up here. Taco Bell it's crazy because you can get so many good tacos everywhere. We go to Taco Bell. It's probably our main fast food restaurant. I just like the fact that you can get pretty much vegetarian things there. I'm not a vegetarian, but I like the option. Whew. All right, kids. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up our fun Wednesday. Wednesday eat. I am gonna be off tomorrow. Might have jury duty, might not, but I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I gotta work on a couple things. I did put up a couple polls about memberships. Please take a look at those if you want, and help me design them. I am also going to put up a couple polls later in the week about what we should do and where we should explore for April. Thank you so much for being here. If you're just watching and didn't subscribe, please subscribe. We could use the support. If you haven't liked already, please like. Thank you so much, BD, for the donation. Definitely put it. Good night.